What's good, y'all? What's good? Let's talk right quick about how to endure a season of affliction, okay? Anytime you have a season of affliction, we talking about pain or suffering. That means you're going through something. It could be financial affliction. You've lost a source of income. It could be physical affliction. You're in pain. It could be emotional affliction. You're in grief. Spiritual affliction. You found out you had somebody in your life, like a pastor or a leader, or even a best friend who you cannot trust. It could be even mental affliction. Maybe you have a concussion or somebody broke your heart. Whatever the case is, you could be afflicted or in pain or in suffering in so many different ways. But a lot of us don't know how to endure a season of affliction. Now, when I say endure a season of affliction, I simply mean how to persevere during a season of affliction. When you read the scripture, you see so many people who served the Lord faithfully. They served the Lord faithfully. They had a very strong season of affliction. I mean, Job went from having it all to having nothing. Jesus, he went from having his job as a carpenter to having nothing, but still having to lead people. You have so many people who went from having power, like Saul, who went from being known for murdering Christians to being the Apostle Paul, who walked in peace and who did the Lord's will. You have so many people who are afflicted and suffering in so many different ways, and they have to endure. And you might not be called to that same season as them when they're in that season, but the real question for the person who's suffering is, how do you endure that season? Remember that it is a season. It's going to change, but in order to endure, you first have to believe that it has purpose. You cannot endure something well when you question whether or not it's supposed to be a part of your life experience. Meaning that, am I supposed to be going through this divorce? If I'm questioning something 24/7, there's no way I'm ever going to allow God to use it for my good and for his glory. You got to endure first and foremost by being able to say, okay, this doesn't feel good, but the Christian faith has never been about my feelings. It's about my personal relationship with God. So how do I maintain the humble heart posture of a servant of the Lord in this uncomfortable season? I'll say it again. How do I maintain the humble heart posture of a servant of the Lord in this uncomfortable season? When you put yourself to the side and you put God's will first, that's when you realize he's pressing on you so that he can get different fruit from you. Okay? Your season of affliction, your season of suffering, it has purpose, but don't let it pass you by and you not get an opportunity to be crushed for his glory. When you're crushed, when you're on the threshing floor, when you're on the wine press, when he's removing the old wineskins to pour new wine, when he's looking for a place to pour new oil in your life, you've got to put your ego to the side. You've got to put your pride to the side. You've got to put your money to the side. You've got to put your titles to the side. You've got to put your materialistic possessions to the side and say, for your glory, Lord, I will do anything. Stop looking for your life to match this like straight peak idea of what life is supposed to be like. When I say that, I say oftentimes life is full of peaks and valleys. Stop expecting your life to just be, oh, another accomplishment. Oh, I bought this. Oh, I did this. Oh, I did. That's not how life works. God will throw you a curveball right in the middle of your life and expect you to knock it out the park. And it's because you put him first. He will give you a difficult season to show you that he is your shepherd. Meaning he gave you the season knowing that you didn't feel equipped for the season, but he gave you the season to test your ear. Will you listen to me and let me lead you? Will you learn from me when you don't understand where you're going next or where I'm taking you or the purpose of this season? How do you endure a season of affliction? Number one, make sure you understand it is not about you. It's not about you. This painful season is not about how you feel. It's about you doing God's will. That's it, okay? The second thing, how do you endure a season of affliction? This might be number 3. Look, stay focused. Eliminate your distractions. Stay focused on God. Do God's will. Put him first. And let everything else fall to the side. Let every cookie that's supposed to crumble, crumble. Let the chips fall where they may. Let it all go. In the season of promotion, you're going to experience loss. The higher you go, the fewer people can go with you. Okay? I hope this helps. Y'all stay tuned for more.